Hi, y'all. Welcome back to my channel. And this is Mieka Moments. So today's vlog is going to be about my trip, a work trip that I took to San Francisco a couple weeks ago. I've been meaning to record this video and I've been putting it off. But in the season of consistency on YouTube, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do this video before I go to bed tonight. Fresh face, pull my hair back in a ponytail. I just got my crochet done and I'm in my pajamas. Yes. My look is cater of Victoria's Secret. Yes. My girl Vicky in red because y'all know I said red is my color for 2025. So yeah, just want to give you a quick highlight of my trip. I was only there for 3 days. But yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, so I did forget to mention, make sure you go ahead and like this video, share it, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so that way you don't miss out on any future content that I'm going to be sharing. My channel is all things fashion, lifestyle, and a little bit of travel. So stay tuned because I got more to come. All right, let's just go ahead and jump right into it. So I took a quick work trip. Like I said, it was a 72-hour trip to San Francisco. And yeah, I just started at a new company, a global fintech company that's based in San Francisco, but they do have offices, 28 offices around the globe. So I had to go there for a quick onboarding. It was super fun. So I left my house in this, as you can see, I think I posted this, but my Coach trench coat that I got at the Coach outlet a couple months ago, paired it with my Burberry scarf, my cashmere scarf. And you know what? This is I think, yeah, first of all, this is my first Burberry piece and it's my first cashmere piece. Yeah. So I think it looked really cute together, paired together. And I think people probably thought I had the Coach trench was probably a Burberry trench. But when I looked at the trench, the prices for the Burberry trench, yeah, they were like upwards of over $3,000. So yeah, this coach one did very well. And yes, I know you see me with this faux fur hat that I had on from my Shein haul, but yeah, I didn't wear that to the airport. I was going to, but then I changed my mind at the last minute. But anyway, I'm leaving out late. I left out late for this flight because my flight got delayed 2 hours because of the weather storming up in the Mid East. So literally I didn't get into San Francisco until 1:30 a.m. So by the time I got to my hotel, it was about 2:30, went to bed at 3:30 and woke up at 6:30 a.m. to be at the office by 8:30 in the morning. So yeah, a girl was tired. Oh yeah, and let's not mention that it took me like 25 minutes just to get an Uber. So note to self: if you're flying into San Fran SFO at 1 o'clock in the morning, don't be trying to get an Uber Black. Just get you an Uber Comfort Electric because yeah, you'll be waiting all night. So thank God for my Uber driver that pulled up in the electric Mustang, which is kind of super cute. It was almost like a Tesla in the inside with the um with the screen that you can see in the front. But it was super comfortable. He gave me a recommendation for alternative rideshare called Waymo, which I'll talk about later in the video. But yeah, great Uber driver. He got me to my hotel safely, and yeah. So we'll go ahead and get into day one look at the office. Okay, so day one look at the office. You saw this in my YouTube short that I posted a couple days ago, but the Morella Hunter Green suit, the power suit that looked like I was in the C-suite. Um, as I mentioned, if you didn't get the chance to watch the short, I did have to get this suit tailored because the to like an ankle fit for the pants because they were more like a flared, and I didn't really like the flared look, and it wasn't long enough on my legs, so I wanted to shorten it and make it an ankle cut. It came out great. I actually got this suit from the Dillard's clearance center, and it was I probably after I looked at the original price, I got this suit at least 80% off. So it definitely was a good deal. Um, yeah, definitely a good deal. It looked bomb on me. As you know, I paired it with the Zara blouse with the gold detail and also with the Zara kitten heels, and then threw on the Gucci accessory and bag to match. So yeah, definitely hit at the office. I love this look. I'll probably wear it again, but maybe in a couple of years. All right. So if you see this panoramic view, so this is a view of our office on the sixth, like the seventh. So our office goes up to 7 floors. And on the seventh floor, there is a rooftop that we normally use for like events, client events, happy hour, whatever. This view, like, do you guys get this panoramic view? Like, this panoramic view is nice. Now, as you can see, it's cloudy outside because this is San Francisco, but I can definitely see in the summertime and the spring, this could be a whole vibe. Like, yeah, up here. And they can actually put like a little fire pits up here to kind of make it cozy because it's all, like I said, it's always breezy anytime you go to San Francisco. Like, it never fails. But yeah, love the office. We have like literally a coffee barista downstairs in our office, free of charge. We have our own cafeteria for lunch with snacks, soda machine. Like, they go all out. Like, you don't have to pay, and it's like a lunch line that you have like two different cuisines. So one day we had like Thai and Mediterranean, and then you have like your salad bar. Like, our offices are next level, and I believe all of our offices around the country as well as internationally are the same as well. So I definitely loved. I enjoyed my office visit for day one. All right, so I told you guys. I mentioned earlier my Uber driver talked about this other form of a ride share called Waymo. So Waymo is a self-driving vehicle only in San Francisco. Like, I heard it, they just went public. Um, started offering it to the public like 6 months ago. But if you're ever in the San Francisco area, definitely recommend trying it out. I was a little skeptical at first about it because I'm like, why would I want to be in a car that no one's driving, self-driving? Like, you hear of Teslas, but you're actually in the car, but like behind the wheel just in case. But yeah, literally, as you can see, this car is driving me around the city and no one's driving it. Like, it knows when to maneuver. As soon as you walk up to the car, it says, "Hello, Mieka," opens the door for you, and then yeah, you can change your music in the car to play whatever genre you want to, and yeah, it's actually pretty cool. Like,
Super
most people,
cool.
like my coworkers, are saying this is probably one of the safest way to ride
That's
in the
great.
city, and they don't go on the highway, so that's good because it's only restricted to like city limits. So definitely, if you're in the San Francisco area, I would suggest checking it out just to experience the ride. And all of the vehicles are Jaguars. So you got you an electric Jaguar, and as you can see, all these gadgets and cameras and everything all around the vehicle. And just so you know, like the videos that I'm capturing, the videos, no, the video that I'm capturing, I was actually using my Ray-Ban Meta sunglasses. So if you guys haven't heard, like if you have Ray-Ban has a sunglass, or also they have like frames that you can buy that you can use to take pictures, still pictures or video. So if you're into vlogging, like it's probably good for like traveling or just kind of like on the go, that you can capture videos that are in front of you without having to hold like a camera or a DG Moto or whatever, or your phone up. You can just use your glasses. It's kind of super cool. I just started using mine. I had it since last year. So, but yeah, I would definitely recommend that too. And yes, none of these are paid subscriptions or paid advertising. I just like what I like, and I'm going to share it. I'm not going to gatekeep. All right. So on to evening number one. I decided to do a solo dinner. So I got some recommendations from some of my colleagues, and they mentioned a restaurant like literally right across the street from my office. It's called Marlowe. It's only in downtown San Francisco. So if you're in the downtown area, I definitely recommend it. It's a 10 out of 10. As you can see, my cocktail here that this lovely bartender had recommended, Carl the Frog. So y'all already know me. If anyone that knows me knows that I love me some champs. I love me some wine, preferably red. Pinot Noir, Red Zinfandel, or Cabernet, in that order. And if we're gonna do some hard liquor, it's gonna be some gin. I am not a vodka girl. I will drink some tequila shots or sip on some tequila, but I'm more of a gin cocktail type of girl. So if you have a cocktail that has gin, check. If it's lavender, check. If you add prosecco to it, check. But if it has egg whites, check, 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 check. Like literally, that's my drink of choice. Like I can make you. I feel like I'm a mixologist, coctologist, whatever they call themselves. But yeah, this Carl the Frog was good. It had gin, elderflower, which I'm normally not a fan of elderflower, but this was good. Sage, lemon, and you already see it, the egg whites. It was. I only had one. I only needed one because I was just going there. You know, we had a late day at work, so I was just going to have something to eat, get me a cocktail, and take it on back to the hotel for a nightcap. Now, my meal was a pan-seared black cod. It was pretty good, y'all. It was really good. Like I've made cod at home, but sometimes it doesn't come out right. It can be a little rubbery. But they paired it with like this truffle rice pilaf with some, I think they call it shanreli mushrooms. Yeah, it was a bomb. I mean, it was a bomb. It was it was bomb. I definitely, like I said, I give this restaurant a 10 out of 10. It's an American bistro, so they had burgers, Brussels sprouts. Everything seemed to look good on the menu. The vibe was nice in the inside. It's very small and quaint, so it was very packed and busy, as you can see from the video here. But and I don't know how people were like having good conversations because it was so loud. It definitely wouldn't be a good date night spot because you would not be able to hear your date. You'd be yelling at him. But I mean, it looked like a bunch of people were there. It was like an after work spot, but definitely a vibe. And as you can see, I always have to do a little uh mini photo shoot wherever I am, so you guys can enjoy that.
So day
Okay, so
number
we're gonna move right
two,
into day number two. So
like
the
the
black
black
and
and
white
white
tweed.
tweed. The black and white tweed was a whole vibe. I got this look from Walmart, y'all, and when I tell you that it was under $20. Like, yeah, under $20 for this dress that looks like, I mean, it almost looks like a Zara dress. And I say Zara because if you guys know me, you know that anytime that I wear something, it's either going to be from Zara or Gucci, like one or the other. Like you guarantee to find me in one piece from either one of those stores. It's just my favorite. But yeah, so I got this dress from Walmart, super cute. The length was great. The fit, well, I'm a little couple pounds heavier, so it was a little snug. But of course, I paired it with the belt, the embellished belt, my favorite sequence bag, and couldn't decide between the booties, the Louboutin booties, or the silver Kate Spades. But both of them were a good look. I mean, the CLs were definitely good for the office. And even though they are Christian Louboutins, they were definitely comfortable. So it's like you always think like, you're going to do a booty in the daytime because you want to have an elevated look. And then you could always take it to the flats for the evening. So I was like, which one should I pick? Which one should I pick? And then I'm like, I love these loafers. I got them also at the Kate Spade outlet maybe a couple months ago, but I just like the metallic silvers. Just like, I mean, and every time I wear them, I get so many compliments. Oh, and I forgot to mention the lipstick that I'm wearing, this matte Fenty Beauty MVP bomb. Whenever I wear a red lip, this is the one. This is my go-to. Sometimes it does come off a little bright, but it looks good in person. Sometimes it can come off a little bright in pictures, but also, I don't know, Fenty Beauty has some good like lip colors because the one that I wore with my power suit, my green Marilla suit, that lip gloss was a matte. I mean, it was called Breadwinner. So this is the Fenty Beauty one. I'm sure you guys have seen this before. But yeah, it's literally I'm not gonna open it, but it's like a stick, like almost like a
this is the Fenty Breadwinner. Again, it's like a lip gloss, but it goes on matte. It's cute. I bought this one, the MVP, at the Sephora store. I think they're like $24.99, but the actual Breadwinner one, I got this at TJ Maxx, and I think it was only $12.99. So don't sleep on TJ Maxx Cosmetics, because you can definitely find some markdowns and this is like still in Sephora or in Ulta. So like, yeah, you can get it half the price. Why not? Especially if you want to just try it. Yeah. So that's that. All right. So after work, I decided, you know what? Since I did a solo dinner the night before, went to a dinner with some colleagues, and we went to this cool spot called Chotto Matte. Chotto Matte, I think that's how you spell it, or you can see how you spell it from looking at the video here. The vibe was bomb. The decor inside, this flower wall that you see here in the video, definitely good picturesque moments. I can definitely see this being like a super cool after hours spot for after hours spot during the week. And then on the weekends, I can definitely tell like this is a vibe for brunch. As you can see, you have to take like the elevator upstairs all the way, I think it's like to the 6th floor, the 7th floor, and the whole floor of this building is this restaurant, even including this outdoor patio area that you see here. Like this whole outdoor rooftop patio is all a part of the restaurant. So it's definitely a big restaurant. I mean, yeah, it's a big restaurant. It actually started to get a little crowded when we were leaving. They had like I think it was like a gaming convention in town that week. So there were some company or whatever, maybe the conference, they were there having drinks. They even set up like another bar within the restaurant in addition to their bar to kind of service them. So definitely a cool vibe. The drinks were 10 out of 10. The food was amazing. I think the cocktail that I had, obviously, you know, it had gin in it, and it also had Prosecco. It was called Story of Jade. One of my coworkers got it, and then she was raving about it. So I was like, you know what, let me try it. This restaurant is actually a Japanese Asian cuisine style, and they actually have multiple offices, multiple locations throughout the country. So if you're ever in Soho, New York, which now that I know, I can go check their location out. I think there's one in Miami, but it's temporarily closed right now. So I'm not sure if they're like remodeling or they're gonna reopen, but I saw that on their website. And then there's also one in Toronto. So if you're ever in any of one of those other cities, if you're not in San Fran, I definitely recommend you checking it out. We just got like a whole bunch of appetizers and shared it amongst the table. So again, 10 out of 10. Even like the bathroom decor, like it was like sexy, like next level. Like I can definitely tell like a lot of content creators really come here just to get like some good content. Okay, so day 3. So again, I told you I was only here for 72 hours, so I didn't really have much to do anything. It was all about work and dinners. So this day, this is my travel fit. I wanted to be comfortable, but also make sure I was appropriate for the office. Anybody knows like San Fran, they're my office particularly, they're very chill. Like I think like the vibe in San Fran is definitely probably gonna be different than the vibe in New York, but I think more so the culture of the company that I work for, they're just very like laid back and chill. So I just wore some red pants. I don't even know where I got these from. I've had them for years. Paired it with this graphic sweater, love, because you guys know I love. I think I got this sweater from Target. This was like around Valentine's, so they don't have it anymore. And then just put it on my Gucci slippers because I wanted to make sure I'm comfortable. Now, if you guys, these Gucci slippers, I think I saw these on somebody else's YouTube video because you know I love Gucci. And they were talking about how comfortable they were, like just to like run errands or just like to wear. And I was like, you know what, that's probably a good like shoe for like traveling too. So I had to get it. I called Ray and said, can you order from the Gucci store even though he works at the outlet? He said, I sure can. I'll send them to you. Anyway, so yeah, they were super comfortable, cute, and great for a red-eye flight. So one thing I would say is that anytime I go to the West Coast, I tell my husband, like, we're never gonna come back home the next morning, like get up early in the morning and get on a flight to come back to the East Coast, because it doesn't even make any sense, because you're literally flying all day long. Why not just leave the night before or the night that you want to leave and fly all night and sleep on the plane? Now, I didn't really get much sleep because I had a crying babies next to me, but nevertheless, it's not their fault. I prefer to take a red eye. I'm not. Why spend an additional night in a hotel too when you just gonna get up at the crack of dawn to be at the airport anyway? Yeah, not me. Not doing it. So yeah. And I was home by 5 o'clock the next morning. So yeah. Now I would say I stayed at the Hilton in Union Square. Now this trip was booked very last minute, so the availability was not great. But I'm all about my either Hilton points or Marriott points. Big conference type hotel, but the lighting in my room was bad, as you can see from some of my shorts. And yeah, I probably would never stay there again. I do have a better option. I'd probably stay. I like to stay close to the office, so I probably would stay. And then I didn't realize the hotel that I stayed at with my husband. The last time we were in San Francisco, we stayed at the Clancy, which is like an auto ref collection property through Marriott, like very boutique-ish. That was super cute. And that hotel actually introduced me to espresso martinis. And that was only like 2 years ago. So yeah, I just got on the espresso martini kick because they make like a 4 ounce. Is it a 4 ounce? Yeah, 4 ounces of ingredients for espresso martini, and it was so good. After that trip, him and I both were hooked on espresso martinis, but that's another story. So yeah, that was the Clancy, but I would probably either stay at the Clancy or the W, not at the Hilton Union Square. I mean, it's just like a really basic hotel. It's not, yeah. And for the price, yeah, I'd rather stay somewhere else. But like I said, it was last minute, so. All right, y'all. So yeah, that pretty much sums up my San Francisco trip. Like I said, it wasn't really too eventful, and I didn't really take any pictures or images of the food that I had at Chotto Matte because I kind of wanted to be in the moment with my coworkers and enjoy conversation, and it was a great conversation and we had a good time. So I would definitely say both restaurants a 10 out of 10, Marlowe and Chotto Matte, or check them out in any other cities that I mentioned earlier. Make sure you bring a jacket when you go to San Fran because it's always chilly no matter what time of the year you go. But there are some cool things to do in San Francisco, like you got to go to like the Full House, where Full House was taped back in the day. There's some other stuff. Fisherman's Wharf, the pier, there's a bunch of like history stuff that you can do in San Fran, but I ain't had time for all of that. Like I said, I was there for a work trip, and yeah, that was my main focus, the work trip. Oh, and last but not least, don't forget to try Waymo because it's an experience and it's an experience. And I forgot to mention, like, the pricing is not that much different from an Uber. I mean, yeah, I don't think it wasn't like super expensive just because it was a self-driving vehicle. So definitely check that out the next time you're in San Francisco. So thanks guys for watching my channel. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and please don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of my fashion, lifestyle, and travel videos, because I do have more coming to you. I'm definitely going to try to stay consistent. Yeah, so until next time.